Hello guys, welcome back to the Blackout Tea channel. I hope you guys are feeling well and blessed. We're going to go ahead and get into this interview. Uh, Child surrounding Papoose, okay? Guys, do your girl a favor. Thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notification bells so that you are notified each and every time I bring you videos. So I heard, oh baby, you ain't got what Pap need. He said you just a friend, best friend. He said you just a best friend. Girl, you ain't got what Pap need. He still got Remy on his mind. Remy on his mind. Oh, Claressa, you ain't got what Pap need. Clarence, he's called you just a friend. He called you just a friend. Y'all, I am telling you, it's a time. It's a time. It's a time. It's a time. Papoose is not in love with Claressa at all. Okay. And this interview proved it. Okay. Papoose is still in love with his wife, Remyma. And since he was not able to get back over there the way he would like to, Papoose is settling. This is what this is. He settled for the munch that came munching behind him, literally befriending Remy to munch behind her husband. Claressa, Papoose is not in love with you. I know that you are young, but baby, you are blind as well, okay? It's going to be a lot of hell in this relationship. But we're going to get into the interview and then we will move forward from there, y'all. Do your girl a favor now. Thumbs up the video and subscribe to this channel. We are almost monetized again for the second time because they had took my monetization away. But I want y'all to know that y'all been coming through for a girl, honey. Literally. Okay?
Black Love earlier. I know Claressa's here as well, but I wanted to go back to that time period. I wanted to go back to that time period because
why Claressa always look like she just hopped out of bed real fast, Pap about to leave her, and so she did what she had to do. Put on anything just to go outside behind Papoose. See? Why? Why? Bags all up underneath her child, please.
I feel like for the longest time prior to your relationship, now you and Remy
let her drop her head. His woman, yes, his wife. Clarence, we've been trying to tell you this all along. You see how you see how he get when he talking about his rim? That's his Remyma. It will always be his Remyma, and that's where Black Love started. And you trying to take a spot that is not yours. It's like you tried to steal what they had from Remy in the relationship, and then you try to do it slickly by trying to befriend her, knowing that you were really trying to sleep and be with her husband. Girl, head down in the back. Keep the head down.
Change, you know what I'm saying? So the
parents, you saw everything, right? You saw them as a couple, and you liked what you saw. You wanted what they had. You wanted what Remy had, down to the outfits that she was wearing, because you was asking like you really wanted to get advice on how you should dress and what you should wear. And every time now we see you inside of something that actually would look like Remy. I wouldn't be surprised if Clarence is not spending her days going through all the Remy photos and trying to find outfits just like what she wore. I'm being serious. It seems like Clarence is a straight Remy wannabe. Okay, a straight Remy wannabe. And now trying to jump out of this boxing situation to go and rap something she knows nothing about.
know me like that. I want my space. Y'all don't know what's going on. Nobody to know what's really going on. So that's what's happening with these celebrities. But I'll tell you this, though. I got a new queen in my life, man, and she's one of the best things that ever happened to me.
I think we know her.
He got new money in his life because lo and behold, even when Papoose was sneaking and talking to Claressa, once Clarence had gotten into that DM, Papoose still was not leaving his house because he would have never had the back and forth text messages with Clarence on why he couldn't sit on the phone with her. See, she was trying then to make sure that he was staying away or trying to stay away from him.
Do you think hip-hop does enough to model healthy love and accountability between men and women?
What you mean?
Just in general, like, do you think we show enough of those type of healthy relationships?
Of course
no,
not.
I think, honestly, and I don't want to do the soldier boy, but I think after we did it, it became cool. I feel like people were ashamed to show love to their significant other. They was hiding. And then once, our situation transpired, everybody...
That came out of that, man. And when you said you wrote 90% of Remy's raps, including Conceited. Was that true?
No comment, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish her the best, and that's all I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, I never wanted to be a part of that, but sometimes your hand is forced. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta do what you gotta do, but I wish her the best, man. You know what I mean? I got an amazing best friend in my life right now, and we happy, man.
Can you pull up
Best friend.
a chair for somebody pull up a chair, man.
My thing is, this is where Clarence should have wisened up. She should have gotten smart. Once that chair, they said pull up a chair. If I was her, I would have said no. Because at the end of the day, why they didn't pull you up a chair before the interview even started? You understand what I'm saying? Because they wasn't worrying about her. That's not who they wanted. They didn't want to talk to her. But now Charlamagne want to
Pull up a chair.
Now she want to act like she don't want to get up, and she didn't want to pull up her own chair.
Somebody
Clarence,
said,
too. You saw it too, Clarence. You saw it your dang on self. You was watching just like everybody else, but you was also clocking them DMs. You was DMing Rem, but also DMing Papoose.
Y'all gotta stop, man. Like, come on. So
I think during that time, I know for myself, I just wanted y'all to fix it. Because I've known y'all so long. And not fix the relationship, just the friendship.
Envy, stop lying. You meant what you meant, and you already know you don't have to backtrack for Clarence. You wish that they would have fixed their marriage. Say it and keep it a buck. Everybody is talking about the same thing on this Breakfast Club interview. And even Clarence should be able to see that. People has a lot of respect for the relationship that Papoose and Remy had. Okay, they respected that. Nobody's respecting the shenanigans with her. And I think that this is a real eye-opener for goddamn going Clarence to see just how much people are rooting for Remyma and Papoose to be together. Not this cheating finagling she got going on with Papoose, okay? Because this is her being second place. I don't care how she put it down. Clarence is second place, okay? She was his come up for what he couldn't get back to, which was his wife.
The parents, to just fix that part. That was the most important thing, right?
That takes time. Like,
Girl.
it's a divorce.
Why you even talking? Clarence, why you talking? Baby, you can't speak for Rem. You can't even speak for Pat. You can't speak for none of them. This man done sat here and talked for about 10 good minutes about his relationship with Remy and the black love that they've had while you sat in the back listening. And you're going to listen again.
It's not something that just happens overnight. You know what I'm saying? But people's life don't stop because of that. You know what I mean? It's papers. It's time.
You mean you don't want to stop having sexual intercourse with a married man because you've already started. That's what we mean, Clarence. We know.
It's all this stuff that gotta happen. But at the end of the day, we move forward with our lives. Like
I wish her, like I said, I wish her the best.
Girl, had Papoose really filed them papers when he said that he had filed those papers and he wasn't lying about divorcing you, then maybe the divorce would have already been over. But this is the longest divorce that I've seen anybody take. Okay, because here we are in December, the month that Remy exposed y'all. And now this is another December and marriage papers are still lingering. There's no divorce. I don't think Papoose really wants a divorce. I think that Clarence is forcing him to now move forward with the divorce because she's looking stupider and stupider every day.
for sure.
We got some great, amazing things going on. Like I said, this is my best friend right here, man. We living our life.
We've been together over a year and a half now. It'll be 2 years next year in September. We at the end of the year. Some of this stuff.
Clarence, stop lying. Stop lying. You've been talking to Pap since 2020. At least that's what we know. That's way over a year. We know that you had been sneaking and geeking. Okay, sneaking and geeking and at the same time still texting his wife. Girl, you a dirty dog.
It's just so old. You know, it's so old to talk about, to bring up, to keep harping on it. It's like,
look at them bags under
they're
her
separated.
eyes.
She got somebody too.
Claressa is ugly.
Like, don't act like it's just over here.
I'm sorry, on the low, what's going on with these bags underneath her eyes? Is she not getting enough rest or what? She pondering probably over this Papoose situation with him still being married. People telling her. I know by now, even for Larissa family, got to be talking about this. Ain't no way Clarence family is not speaking up. You keep on talking about you two-time Ned Heifer, and you dealing with a married man? Girl, make it make sense. You want the world to look at you in a better place. How can they? How can they? When you pretty much cheating, assistant in infidelity, but you want people to look at you different? No, you's a hoe.
Like, she's happy.
Let me tell you, behind closed doors, nobody can ever say what Papoose has done or not did. Because at the end of the day, I will never forget in one of those interviews, Remy specifically said, I know how it is when you go to jail. I believe that they actually had an okay, meaning a say-so, that it was okay for Pap to go out and do what he, needed to do while Remy was gone. But at the end of the day, I believe that when Remy came back, Pap did not stop doing what he was supposed to. Like, that stuff went out the window. And I believe that's why Remy had to start fighting when it comes down to that Thanksgiving. She was fighting with baby mamas because Pap was still messing with people after she was back home. By this time, he done got her pregnant, wanting her to have a baby, this, that, and the third. And the baby's now here. So why, if she's out, you still out here flaunting and doing what you want to do? I understand he was doing things in secret, but I do not believe that Pap was not messing with anybody. I just believe that nobody's come out and said anything because him and Remy was on the same page with it. That's why nobody had to disclose nothing to the public, because there was nothing to tell, because Remy already knew. We want you to know, you said relationship. That breaks up all the time. Relationships, you're right. Marriage comes with way more.
Divorces happen. I don't know why it's like, oh, divorce is impossible when it's divorce filed, public.
Child, them papers was not filed when Remy blast y'all last December. It was not. According to Remy, Papoose ain't even had the money, Claressa. We already know, Clarence, that you had to come up with the money. You came up with the money to get Pap this win or wherever the hell this supposed to be that he got going on with that music. You came up with the money for the divorce. Girl, please. Like Remy said, you're the come up.
It's like, and we're together
Remy
all
coming
the
up
time,
off you
every
too.
single day. Ebony Awards, fights, walkouts, at home, cooking. Like, I don't know. It just
Girl, you talking about stuff after, again, y'all was put on blast. None of this was going on. Papoose wasn't walking nowhere with you. Papoose wasn't outside with you or nothing. Papoose was still at Remy's house. And today, Papoose would still be at Remy's house. Had Remy not said something last December. You sit on that
maybe
and let
it's
it
just
marinate.
it's actually this. It's harder for the fans that followed them to let go
No.
than it is for them.
No.
I feel like.
Baby, Papoose had not let go as of last December, and I'm going to tell you right now, to hear him talk about his wife, he hasn't let go as of this goddamn December either. Okay?
I will say this though.
Thing is, see, this how you know they lying, Papoose and her. Because how Clarence knows so much about a relationship that Remy was in to where she could say, oh, it was before that. It was before that. So you mean to tell me you've been talking to him before that and he been putting Remy business out there to you because he have to tell you what's happening between Remy's four walls. And he probably was using that to try to reel your dumb ass in, and you ain't caught on it, just like you still ain't caught on to you're being used. You being used for all the access that you giving him, including Putane, but you're also being used for your money because Papoose is clearly your manager. You are only his best friend. He done said that shit twice. Best friend you with the quickness, honey. Him and he ain't know her before all that was going on. But y'all heard Clarence loud and bold. Oh, this happened before that. Girl, how would you know? Clarence, how would you know? They always telling on themselves.
You hear rumors, but then when you look at your lives, you don't see any turbulence. So it's not like you see anything or you hear anything. You know,
You heard that.
Because he was still sticking around home. Till this day here, Papoose would rather be home with his family and Remy, okay? Clarence will never be what he wants. Clarence is always going to be second best because that's all that she ever was. Once you decide to be a side, how the fuck you turn around, you want to be the corn on the side, but now you want chicken status? How the girl, go ahead, Claire. Put on this facade so bad that they're just in love. They're so happy. But lo and behold, you just had your head down sitting behind him. Let me tell you what happy looked like. Had Papoose cared about you sitting next to him, Papoose would have did the same thing, like how you try to trailblaze him behind you in everything you do. Normally, you would have already had a chair and made sure Papoose was sitting where you were for this interview. On the other hand, Papoose had you in the back like the little duckling. Okay? Okay, Clarence, he had you in the back like the little duckling because he believes that's where the duck should stay.
We all know that you go through things. We all been through a breakup before. You may not have been through a divorce, but you've been through a breakup. Been with somebody for a long time, you got to go through your own stuff. He's healed, he's moved on, and he's just in a better place. So it's just like.
So now you and Papoos's feelings, and you know what he's going through and what he's. Girl, the connection is not there, Clarence. The connection is not there for me. The connection is not there for a lot of people. Okay, you guys are not fooling anybody. We know that there are rough times in that relationship, and more so than you want to let the public know about. But we know that you're struggling. The bags under your eyes says that you're struggling with issues when it comes down to dealing with him still being a married man and what people think about you. You are a sporogynous man around everywhere, and everybody is still asking this man about his wife. And you know why they're doing that? Because That's what they respect and who they respect him with. Nobody respects him with you. And it's because you still decided to continue a relationship with a married man instead of waiting until he was actually divorced, or waiting until it was the right time for you to bring out this information on this relationship. It's just looking like trash. I mean, we know trash when we see trash.